You know, and I've talked to WWE superstar Cody Rhodes and his father's legendary, WWE man, Dusty Rhodes, of course. You kind of fall in the same situation with the heritage. Your grandfather, Larry the Axe, of course, your dad being Mr. Perfect. Yeah. Do you ever feel like a certain pressure or a standard that you have to live by because of the success that they had?
I mean, there obviously is. I mean, everyone thinks that just because you come from that bloodline that you're automatically going to be given a job in the WWE. That's not true. There's been guys that are not here that were sons of wrestlers. It's a lot harder to fill those shoes and live in that shadow. There's so much more expected of you, I guess. And if you don't live up to it, then you're just going to get flushed away. But I think it's a lot harder than it is easier. Definitely.
You know, and it can be really hard for a new superstar to break into the WWE, as you said, and you came in through NXT. When do you think fans really started taking you seriously? After Michael McGillicuddy?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I was starting to turn some heads later on as Michael McGillicuddy because I was getting put on more tours, international tours, live events, and superstars, and people were kind of finding out who I was, I was doing backstage stuff, so that people were like learning. And I was doing NXT too, the new NXT, where I would have good matches with like Tyson Kidd. So people were starting to kind of figure it out. But I think that helped me too to turn the heads of the higher ups in WWE to say maybe we should start doing something here and making the best that we can of this kid. And they gave me a great opportunity, and I'm going to run with it.
Right, congratulations, WWE champ right here.
Yeah, man.
Now, I read that you're really into fantasy football. This is true?
Big time, big time.
Okay, good. Wikipedia didn't steer me wrong here. Could look like a real idiot there. If you had the #1 pick in the draft this year, fantasy football, who would you take?
First pick.
First pick of the whole thing.
You know I'm from Minnesota, right?
I do know you're from Minnesota.
So I'm automatically biased. I got to go with Adrian Peterson. And second pick, that might be more interesting.
Okay, what do you got?
You look at these Arian Foster's injuries; they're building up. I like personally Doug Martin.
Interesting.
Doug Martin, but Adrian Peterson by far #1.
Now, do you always pick a running back in the first round? Is that rule of thumb these days for you now, or best available guy?
This is awesome. We're talking fantasy football. No, I mean this year I think so because there's not many running backs out there that if you have a late pick in the first round and you're in a snake draft, I mean you're not going to get a solid running back coming back in the 3rd or 4th. So I think if you can get a Kelvin Johnson or something late in the 1st or something and another running back, then maybe grab him. But I would grab 2 running backs later in the 1st round for sure, 1st or 2nd round. But then wait on a quarterback definitely.
Yeah, that's my strategy as well. So if we were ever in the same draft, we'd have some major planning to do here. Yeah. Are you eyeing up any Packers? I know you're a Vikings fan. But are there any Packers that you're kind of looking at, or do you never pick a Packer?
No, I'm not. I'm more of a fantasy football fan than anything. I'm not a Packer hater or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm just a more pro Viking, I guess. But no, the rookie running back, it's Lacey.
Yeah.
He's an intriguing pick. I don't know how much they don't tend to use running backs in the past, so I don't know.
West Coast offense,
Randall Cobb's huge, and I don't think I'll grab Rodgers because I don't want a quarterback that early. But yeah, Cobb and Lacey might be an interesting pick. So
what quarterback are you eyeing up this year that you hope you get?
I don't know. I was looking
and hopefully no one who you're in the draft with is watching right now.
Yeah, don't be showing this to anybody like back home or the WWE. I don't want to keep. I got to keep it good anyway. But no. Quarterbacks. I was looking at Russell Wilson, but because he can put up points. But
another Wisconsin guy.
Yeah. He lost Harvin, so I don't know, man. So Colin Kaepernick can always be huge, and I'm a big fan of Andrew Luck this year too. So those guys I might be grabbing late.
Definitely. We're talking football right now, but tonight we're going to be doing wrestling. WWE Raw at the Resch Center tonight in Green Bay. Tonight, August 5th, check out the Intercontinental Champion, Curtis Axel, and a whole lot more.